Happy Friday, everyone. This is Melanie Wagner, Development Director here at Meals on Wheels with a really special Friday update. This update is going to be targeted more to our volunteers. We are actually in our cooler today because we're going to talk all about food safety when those of you who volunteer for us deliver meals to our elderly and homebound neighbors. When we do that, we want to keep safety in mind because we want the food delivered to them fresh at the temperature that it's supposed to be delivered. So here in our milk cooler, we actually have a couple of different beverage choices depending on the menu that's set out for the day. When you have a recipient that does take milk, be sure you come in and grab a plain milk for them. All right, the plain milks are over on these shelves. There are certain times, not very often, but we do have times where our recipients can receive a chocolate milk. And those are going to be over here on this shelf. You can see we're out of chocolate milks right now because we're not featuring those, but those are only to be taken when chocolate milk is on the menu. The other really important thing about food safety when you're delivering a meal to the recipients, if they happen to not be able to get to the door or they have a cooler out because they're at a doctor's appointment or unable to get to the door to get their meal, please make sure that their cooler has a frozen ice pack. Not an ice pack that's melted, not no ice pack. Be sure there's an ice pack in there that's frozen. That will ensure that the food and the milk stays the right temperature for them to be able to enjoy it. They can have different types of ice packs. It doesn't have to look just like that, just as long as it's frozen. Many of you who deliver for us on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then some of our Friday delivery folks who are so kind to take frozen meals to our recipients so that they can have a weekend meal. Whenever you do that, we do ask that you be sure and grab 2 different meals, and those are in our freezer on 2 different sides of our chest freezer where you grab those. For example, sometimes it's hard to tell the difference when they're frozen, but these are 2 different meals that you can grab. One is chicken tetrazzini and one is roast beef, so that they can have a nice variety to enjoy over the weekend. With holidays coming up, our next holiday closure will be Labor Day. So those of you who are delivering for us next week, you may have some frozen deliveries on your route that you don't normally have. You may be taking a frozen meal when you don't normally. And that's so that on that Monday, our precious elderly and homebound can have a good meal to enjoy. So be sure and look for a good frozen meal that you can take to them that might be different from what you're delivering that day. So these are just some food safety tips just for those of you who volunteer with us. Volunteering is such a wonderful way to give back to your community. We're always looking for folks to help out. If you have 2 hours any morning during the week and you'd like to volunteer once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, if you want to get a group of friends together and you guys take turns volunteering, we would love to talk to you more about how you can do that. Just this past week, we were able, because of folks like you who deliver, we were able to prepare and deliver almost 3,400 meals right here in Anderson County. So on behalf of all of us here at Meals on Wheels, thank you for being eager to learn more about food safety and how to get this food to our folks so that they can enjoy a delicious meal and that wonderful daily interaction that they get that they so desperately love. We appreciate all of you and all that you do. Thank you, and God bless you.